Assalamualaikum and good evening to SHUHADA, our lecturer. We are from Group 9, wants to present our mini project presentation 2. Let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Bonika Zami ABBASRI binti Abu Bakar. My metric number is 21DDT20F2058.
My name is Muhammad NAZIM. My metric number is 21DDT20F2019.
And my name is Hazira. My metric number 21DDT20F2065.
So what we will discuss in this time of presentation is system interface flow, suitable input mask, user system manual, system testing, unit testing case 1 and unit testing case 2. Let's start from introduction first. This mini project 2 is based on mini project 1. We choose process enter ID card to create a complete set of system interfaces flow for employee view. Besides, we will give our suggestion for input technology apply in interfaces with an explanation. After that, we will attach our FDD in mini project 1 by perform unit testing and integration testing to make sure the system working properly and vice versa as per the requirements. Thus, we will state our changeover method to make the system smoothly running. Last but not least, we will explain about the maintenance that we wish to perform in our system for a better useful.
For the question 1A, suitable screen elements and control features apply with minimum 5 forward process flow interfaces. So the first, this is home page, which is had a menu button. At the top of the screen displays the main menu option. For the second, text box, which is employee need to key in ID card number. Text box can display message or provide a place for a user to enter data. So the third, this is a dialog box, which is let's check box. Allow a user to enter information about a task that the system will perform. Next, this is toggle button, which is user can change language used to present on or off status by clicking the toggle button switches to the other status. So for the last, calendar control, allow the user to select a date that the system will use as a field value.
Question 1B suggests 2 examples of input technology apply for the interfaces. Provide reason to support your suggestion. So 1B is finger tracking. Finger tracking system is focused on user data interaction, where the user interact with virtual data by handling through finger. When tracking with interfaces, system mostly use inertial and optical motion capture system. The reason why we use finger tracking, it is to enable user to use virtual reality more finely and intuitively, and it doesn't need an expert user in the design process. Second is graphic tablet. It is a natural input device that converts information from a handle stylus. User can use devices like a pen, pencil, or paintbrush by pressing its tip on the tablet surface. It can also replace as a computer mouse. So the reason why we choose graphic tablet, it is useful for capturing handwriting employee signatures. Thus, it is more secure for company to avoid any cheat behavior from employee when they take attendance. Question 1C. State 2 validation check apply to your input data interface. Provide the interface design evidence and explain the reason why need to apply at the stated interface. So what is validation check? Validation is an automatic computer check to ensure that the data entered is sensible and reasonable. It doesn't check the accuracy of data. So in our interfaces, we apply field validation. So employee must fill out the form which is entering ID card number before they take the attendance through system. Second is range validation, which is the system allow a text box for user to enter ID card number depends on range provided by admin. So this is the example on how range validation work out in the system. So the length of employee ID card number is 11 character with alphabet and number. When user enter the right link, system will approve the access permission. But when user put the ID number with 12 character, which is out of the range provided, the system will deny the access permission. Question 2, explain 3 suitable input masks and validation rules to reduce error. So input mask is a string of characters that indicates the format of valid input values. It can be in table field, query field, and controls on forms and report. Some input mask is suitable is data type check, which is a field might only accept alphabetical data or numerical data. If data contain other characters such as symbols, it should be rejected by the system. Second is range check. Range check are validation check used on data which must fall into a particular range. The computer can be programmed only to accept age numbers between 18 to 25 years. Third is sequence check. Sequence check is a verification that is performed to help ensure data properly ordered before proceed any process.
For the question 3, book a user system manual for your system. So this is our user manual for employee website. First, home page. Second, employee page. The third, about page, which is about our company. Contact page for user can ask any question. So the first step, this is menu button, have a home, employee, about, and contact. Then click employee to show this display for attendance, which is at the figure 1. For the second step, next after user click button employee, this display has shown to the user, which is employee need to fill in the ID card number. So for the third step, after key in ID card number, this description has shown to the user, which is description description worker. For the first step, other than that, ID card number will display attendance percentage in the system. Also, user can pick date and time to overview attendance percentage. Fifth steps, this is dialog box, which is list chat box in the right bottom, which is user service center. Employee can ask any question about their attendance. Next, toggle button. User can change language freely. Just click that button to change language.
Question 4. Attach your Project 1 FTD based on your defined FTD in Project 1. A. Perform unit testing for selected test case 1 by fill in the test case table provided. B. Perform integration testing for selected test case 2 based on below table requirement. This is our FDD from unit project 1. For unit testing, test case 1, we choose biometrical recognition. This process will allow access using biometrical device such as fingerprint scanner. The user view that is graphical user interface and test by developer and admin. The input is user can scan the finger on the fingerprint scanner to get access, and the expected output will be fingerprint mesh access allow or fingerprint not mesh access deny. And the actual output is fingerprint mesh access allow, which is the test result is passed. Next, for integration testing, test case 2, the process choose is pin access system. This process requires pin's number to get access to another department. This process is secondary to backup in the permission system if have problem or error on other method. The user view is keypad and screen and test by developer and admin. The input is key in registered PIN number and expected output for this process is correct PIN number will allow the access or raw PIN number will deny the access. And the actual output is PIN correct access permission granted and the test result is passed. For question 5, state how do you plan to perform system changeover for this project? Explain the reason why you chose it. System changeover is the process of putting the new information system online and retiring the old system. Changeover can be rapid or slow, depending on its method, which is direct cutover. Parallel operations, pilot operation and phase operation. For this project, we choose to perform parallel operation for system changeover. It is not critical if the old system and new system are incompatible technically and also appropriate when the two systems perform different functions. Besides, parallel operation is better method for changeover system because it's easy to verify that the new system is working properly than other method. However, it costs high but low risk. For question 6, select the suitable type of maintenance that you wish to perform and state the reason. We choose to perform corrective maintenance, perfective maintenance, and adaptive maintenance for our project. Firstly, the purpose we choose corrective maintenance is to avoid introducing new problem and require more careful analysis before making change. We will interact debugging analyzer that locate the source of programming error. Secondly, we choose perfective maintenance because they involve changing an operational system to make it more efficient, reliable, and maintenance. We will establish program analyzer that scan source code, provide data element, cross-reference information, and help evaluate the impact of any program change. Perfecting maintenance usually comes from user, while the IT department usually initiate perfective maintenance. Lastly, adaptive maintenance is adding enhancement to operational system and making the system easier to use.
For the conclusion, our system implementation phase consists of application development, testing, installation, and evaluation of the new system. During installation process, we establish an operational or production environment for the new information system that is completely separate from the test environment. We also include our efforts on implementing a better way to use our system to make it easier and more efficient. That's all from us. Thank you.